I mean, no one's taking responsibility for this just yet. It certainly seems to have the hallmarks of things we've seen in the past, though, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and there are rumours, and they really are only rumours at the moment, that IS was actually making threats, Islamic State, beforehand in the weeks running up to the attack. But in terms of the type of attack that we're seeing, we know that groups, if this is indeed a terrorist attack, terrorist groups are still interested in engaging in the big acts, that bringing down airliners or the big bangs. But it's actually easier for them to access weapons and to go towards softer public targets with the type of attack that we're seeing. We would call this a marauding gun attack.
So for people who, we talk about the thousands of tourists who go to Tunisia every year, does Tunisia now become a more dangerous place for people to visit on holiday?
I think that they have been making great progress in terms of the security of the country itself. I think that all countries need to be vigilant, and the fact that they responded so quickly, and of course we'll have more details coming out about the attackers and about the government response as well. I think that the response actually shows that governments in different countries are thinking about this type of attack and are preparing for this type of attack, and that there are procedures in place from companies and from governments when and if this type of event takes place.
Sean, we'll have, no doubt, lots of viewers watching this morning thinking, hold on, we're supposed to be going to Tunisia on holiday imminently. What's your advice to them if they maybe want to change their mind or change their destination?
Well, I think the first thing to bear in mind is that the risk of any country is assessed by the Foreign Office, and they're very, very careful when it comes to the safety of British nationals. Now, obviously, they have looked at what happened yesterday, and they have changed their advice slightly to say that you should exercise caution, follow advice from the Tunisian authorities, and talk to your tour operator as well. So I think, but it is definitely true to say, I don't think you can say hand on heart that there's any country in the world, and that includes the UK, which is 100% safe from the threat of terrorism. And I know that in our experience in the past, when we've had terrorist attacks, British holidaymakers actually take a very sensible view of risk, that they realise that you can't make the world 100% safe, but they do trust the Foreign Office, and as I said, they haven't said don't travel to Tunisia.